not supposed to. Or you can.
Okay, here is my first attempt at doing a kitchen for your space. A lot of it's pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to walk you through what I have in mind here. I mean, certainly there's many directions we can take this. Let's start in the kitchen. So we have a counter depth refrigerator. Most counter depth refrigerators are going to need side panels, which is what I have here, and then a cabinet above it. So it kind of depends on what you end up picking out there. I didn't put any floating shelves here, but I can. I would probably only run the floating shelves along this wall and not bother with anything in the return on this wall here, because it's kind of short there. But that is open for debate. Bank of 4 drawers. I like to have drawers next to a stove so you can put tools in them. And then this would be a Super Lazy Susan. Super Lazy Susan would have a tray that spins. The tray looks like this. There's 2 trays inside that spin independently of each other. These doors would swing out to the left. Stove, vent, then in order to center the sink on the 2 windows, get the dishwasher to the left of the sink, then a 3/4 inch panel to hold up the countertop. Sink base, this is 33 wide, so you can fit probably a 31.5 to 31 wide sink. You would struggle getting a double sink in here, because most double sinks will want a 36 wide sink base. This is a 33, unless you're okay with off-centering the sink. Most folks aren't, but you can get a rather large 31.5 inch single bowl sink in here. This space can be opened up for discussion. It's a little more than 6 inches. I can do a pull-out storage with adjustable trays in it. You put maybe oil, spices in here, small containers, given that it's only 6 inches. Unless I do a blind corner here, and this is another Super Lazy Susan. I'd rather do Super Lazy Susans in the corner because I think that you can access the storage a lot easier. But this will also be open for debate. So this is a Super Lazy Susan. Then I did closed storage here. We can do floating shelves if you like, but this would be an excellent place to put your plates. Then next to the Super Lazy Susan, most folks like this. This is a double pull-out trash. So behind this door slides out. There'll be 2 trash bins. And above that is a drawer. And we have another Super Lazy Susan. We have a bank of drawers. This is where probably your silverware would go. It's kind of a convenient place because it's right here by the serving area. Then we can either do this cabinet here. I have in mind is roll-out trays behind the 2 doors, and then there's a working drawer on top. And of course this is seating area all the way around. You can see the countertop overhang here. Then in the, I guess we're going to call it the pantry. This would be probably a real good spot for a coffee station, if you like coffee, and or cell phone, a place to drop your cell phone for the night. This is 12 deep storage right here, and we could put roll-out trays behind these doors as well, or we could do drawers, whatever you feel you like. I'm working around this pipe chase a little bit. Got storage above. And then I didn't put anything on this wall because the basement is right there. I want to keep that open, and then I know what you talked about having a future addition possibly here, so didn't want to touch this wall other than what I've done over here next to the, I believe this is a pipe chase. Then on the other side is some serious storage. This is 21 deep storage with rollout trays on either side. Now, if you feel that this is too much, I can take one of these away and put a base cabinet with a wall cabinet above it. If I did it, I would do this one. Keep this one against the wall. And of course, you walk in from the sliding door. You walk in, and I've done this. These are basically, these tall cabinets are basically lockers where you can store jackets and that sort of thing. And you would sit here. This is a little bench seat where you put on your shoes. You probably line up your shoes here, or you could put them inside this working drawer. Both of these have working drawers. See the crown molding. And I don't know what you're going to do with this room. Maybe you're going to put, maybe you might plan on putting a dining room table. But if not, we always have this wall to work on. And one thing you could do with this wall is certainly put a desk. And now that I'm thinking of it, I can't remember where you have your heater. So I might not be able to do this cabinet over here. I have to look back. Okay, so you do have your heater right there. So I got to rethink this cabinet here, and maybe this space. But this is part one of maybe several. The other thing, I after looking through the video I took, not sure how it would work, but I think this is probably the best setup where the sink is centered. But the problem is, between your two windows, you've got this big area of wood. And I don't know if I'd want to stare at that, but the alternative would be to center the sink on, say, this window, and then put the dishwasher to the right. But that jams it up against the stove. So maybe this is the best setup still. Anyway, I wanted to show you some progress, and maybe this is enough to get your feedback, because I realize there's some things we probably want to change.